What's up, everybody? When y'all come on, I'm gonna be tighten up this kitchen while I talk, y'all. I'm gonna be tighten up this kitchen while I run my mouth. I hope everybody is doing well when you come in. Hello, everybody. Y'all see the topic? You know my inquiring mind want to know. Hey, Sylvia. Hello from Houston. How you doing? When y'all come in, y'all can put something in the comments. Inquiring minds want to know why people so mean to each other. Put in the comments if you have one of your reasons. I know that we live in a simple world. I know that. But that don't mean that people just got to be mean. People are just so mean, just in general. Everybody not a nasty person. Everybody not mean. But why so many people is so evil, so cruel, just out to make people's life miserable? I don't understand that. When I tell people that we are not the same, we're not the same. We're not the same. And this is the people who's at your job. This can be people in your family. This can be people at a store. This can be a couple. This can be anybody. This can be people on these YouTube streets, Facebook streets. It can be anybody. But people is so mean these days. And you wonder, even in the early Bible times, if you read Genesis, even in the early Bible times, people were so cruel, so mean to each other. And you wonder why God said, the one who he created, God created every man. He created everything. At one point, God even regret creating humans. God even regret creating humans because they were so mean, so evil, so disobedient. And it's like, why so many people gravitate to negativity? So many people gravitate to negativity, and it's just unbelievable. I'm like, you know what? After I came from work today, something was on my mind. I said, Captain, just go live. Inquiring minds want to know why people is so mean to each other. Why can't people show love? Why can't people show more love than hate and doing crazy stuff? I don't get it. I don't get people. That's why I hang with my family majority of the time. You all would never see me hanging with different girls. If you see me with 3, 4, 5 girls, whatever, I'm with my family. I'm with my family because people, you don't know people, people vibes. But some people hang around you and don't really like you. And people, it's just weird. It's just crazy. And now, just to sit back and watch what's going on in these social media streets, it was like, so this is where we at now? It's just like, as a grown 51-year-old woman, I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, wow, these are other grown women. Some probably younger than me. Some probably be older. And this is what we doing. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And for what? That's my thing. For what? Why people do it? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it is what it is. Sylvia Palmer say, I'm blessed. Hello, everyone. Divine, how are you? Hello, Brown 10, how are you doing? Sylvia Palmer, it's not necessary to be mean. It's better to be nice. It says to me, it's crazy. It's crazy because people put so much effort in being nasty and being mean. It's like, why? What's the deal with that? Divine. People who are mean don't know the love of God. They being used by the enemy. Obviously, divine, like button, smash queen. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, you guys got to realize everything that people do. And some people, that's why God tell people to read the Bible sometimes. Read for people can, for you as a person can know what the Bible say. Because they don't know, obviously they don't know that everything that come out their mouth, everything that they do is going to come back on them. And I'm like, and some people don't like people to come and talk about the Lord sometimes. People don't, and you know what? I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect by a long shot. But I do know I'm not going to be out here hurting people, putting people down, just being nasty on these YouTube streets, on this social media. People is looking, people is watching. Not just the people, God, the main one. The main one. And see, like everybody on here just gravitating to what the devil wants. The majority of people, to me, the majority of people, the majority of reaction channel is gravitating towards negativity. And God is trying to get everybody a wake-up call. You know, because people just doing stuff on these YouTube streets as if God is just not watching. And I'm like, they saying stuff, doing stuff, and I'm like, during the time that they on here, do they just think that God is closing his eyes from social media? Do they think that God just don't listen to the things they say and do on these social media? Do they really block God out and think that God don't see what they doing and going to judge? That's why I just like, I be needing some understanding, because the people who I be seeing in these YouTube streets talk about God. So I be like, okay, I know it's not me. So maybe somebody else on these YouTube streets, social media streets, on my platform could make me understand. Make it make some sense to me. Because I've been on here almost 2 years, and I'm going to continue. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue not to pick on people, to clown people, to disrespect people. I'm going to continue to be true to me. Because at the end of the day, God is looking down. I don't care if some people get on here and they think they change who they are, or they think they change, turn on God and turn off God. God is not a light switch. God is not a light switch. You can't come on social media, Facebook, whatever it is, and say, oh, for a minute, I'm not going to be godly, but I'm going to be godly. I'm not going to be godly, then I am going to be godly. No. God do not like lukewarm. Either you're for him or you're against him. It ain't no in between. And when I say it's no in between, God is not a joke. God is not a joke. God is not a joke. That's just like if you have a friend or a family member. But I'm just going to say a friend. Just like if you have a friend. You can't be on and off, switch out with your friend every now and then. Okay, I'm cool with you, friend. Then when you feel some type of way, or I'm not cool with you right now. Or I'm cool with you right now, friend, because I feel good now. And then I'm not cool. God is not like that. God said you're going to be either hot or cold. It ain't no lukewarm. You're either for him or against him. You cannot pick your time when you want to be doing the right thing. We're not going to be perfect, ever going to be perfect, but we can't come on these YouTube streets and say, oh, I feel like going off on somebody. So God, close your eyes from me right now. God, for a minute, close your eyes from me right now, God. I feel like going off on somebody. Be blind for a minute, God, because I'm about to go in. And God going to say, okay, let me turn my bike. Go ahead. Let me close my ears. It don't work like that. You can't turn on God. And you can't turn him off. He always existing. He's always listening. He sits high and look low. Oh, when we get on these YouTube social media streets, we can do and say whatever, because this our time. We in a mask. This not the real me. This the play me. This not the real me. The things that going to come out my mouth right now, God, it's not really me, God. It's my body, it's my flesh talking, God, but it's not really me. So the things that I'm about to say, God, the things that I'm about to say, God, don't judge me. Don't hold me accountable. It's YouTube. I want to say this to YouTube. I got somebody I want to go off on. God, don't judge me what I'm about to say. Where they do that at? When did people start playing with God like that? When did people start playing with God like he a joke? Like he just not up there listening to everything we saying right now. And people take him from a joke. And then when God forbid something happened, then we're going to be like, oh God, I'm sorry. No, people done gave people warnings. I heard people on so many channels say, stop talking like that. Stop talking about this person. Stop talking about this. Stop talking about that. Let's get on something else. And then people say, I got to let this person know. I got to let them know. Let them know what? You never pretty much want to see each other. The enemies, the friends, yeah, they might go to meet and greet and meet up with each other. But 9 out of 10, the enemies is not going to meet up. So everybody going through all this beefing, all this want to run up. It ain't going to happen. If people on these YouTube streets really wanted to run up, I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't know what state it is in, but if you go to YouTube and you Google guns down, hands up, go on there. I want to see, since everybody want to battle, go on that boxing little thing where they say guns down, hands up, and do y'all think it'll ring? Do y'all think it'll ring? Because all this stuff y'all doing back and forth, what's that proving? That some people got the best roast? That somebody can cuss out somebody more? But at the end of the day, it's a choice. If I want to come on here right now and every word came out of my mouth is a cuss word, that would be a choice. Because I guarantee you right now, I can cuss somebody out. Right now, if I want to cuss somebody out from head to toe, I can do that right now. Right now. So just because somebody cuss more, don't mean that the other person don't know how to do the same. Just because somebody know how to roast somebody can say something about anybody. It's people going to laugh. People going to be like, ooh, child, ooh, you heard her? Come on now. We as a people are too grown for this. When is this craziness is going to stop? When it's to a point now, after 2 years, sometimes people need to go back and play their video. Just have a service. Just have a whole service with a church. Have a whole service with your family. Have a whole sit down with people in your whole family. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. Come to my house. I want at least 30 people, 40 people from my boyfriend's side, from my children's, bring my children's friends. And I want all of us to sit down. I want y'all to watch my video. And if your family is happy and say, ooh, girl, you told them, then to each his own. To each his own. But I'd be like, really, my kids, if my kids see me going in every day, all day on somebody, they'll be like, Ma, for real? This what we doing now? Why you doing that? You don't know that person, mama? My kids will be disappointed in me if I sit there and argue with somebody I never met. Never met. Let me just say this one time, because some people just probably don't understand and don't see what they're doing. The people you're arguing with, you're mad at, you're going in on, you don't know them for real. You don't know them for real. And all the people who want the box, Google this. These people have a ring. They have a ring. You win money. Whoever win the fight, Okay, it could be 10 people. That woman gonna fight that woman. If that woman lose, she out of it. Now the other two, two other people gonna fight. Whoever lose gonna have a chance to fight that other woman. Whoever the last two women standing, they fight each other. I mean, what all this fussing and fighting? What's the ending? What's the ending? So if that's what y'all want to do, is box and fight, a thing called guns down, hands up. Guns down, hands up. Let me know. I'm gonna get a ticket. I've been watching this for 2 years. If that's what y'all want to do, guess what? Brown T and Johnson, I sit there and I watch. Because it sure been a lot of people saying that they can do this and do that. Hey, stop talking about it and be about it. Let's some type of way. All this beef and all this drama gotta stop. All this beefing and drama gotta stop. It's too much. Over what? Let me clean up. Let me kind of tighten up my kitchen and trying to put and trying to, for what? Just somebody, please. Somebody got it. Somebody with common sense. I ain't talking about book knowledge, because some people can have book knowledge. Some people can go to college, but some people don't have common sense. So when I say people with common sense, put in my comments, why is this going on for 2 years? The people who arguing, do y'all understand? And I'm just saying, I don't even watch it as much no more. Here and there, I turn on, turn off, but to sit down and watch it like I used to, I don't do that no more. Because you know why? Let me tell you why I don't watch it that much no more. New people coming in, they saying the same thing that everybody else saying. Everything somebody else saying, another content creator is saying the same thing about the same person. What did somebody else say different about somebody? What did somebody else say different about somebody? The same thing. It's the same thing. Whether it's true or not true, it's the same thing. Okay, they say this about that person, how that person live, where that person live at, how that person talk, how that person look, what that person got, what that person don't got, how that person treat their kids, how they do it. We know already. We heard it. We get it. What's next? What's next? What is next? We heard it. Y'all saying it. 10 people saying the same thing that content creator said, that reactions person said. Everybody is saying the same thing about somebody's house, where they live at, how it look inside and outside. Somebody said something about that person's appearance. We know. We hear you. You said it. The other person said it. You go to the next person's channel, they saying it. It's like, what is this world coming to? That everybody is interested in somebody talking about that one person, 2 people, 3 people, and you got 10 reaction channels saying the same thing, but with different voices. That reaction channel saying the same thing that person said, that describe, giving them the same name. Everybody got the same name. It's like, what the heck is going on for 2 years? 365 days times 2. That some people may not do it every day, but somebody is talking about that person every day. You're going to hear something about that person every day. But nobody don't want to just do a video living their own life. Nobody don't want to do a video living their own life. Nobody want to do a video talking about how this stuff getting old. Move on. Nobody don't want to talk about that because they like this weird drama. And nobody saying, okay, y'all women, guess what, y'all women? You're beautiful. All of you women on here have a unique beauty to you. Something about you going to attract another content creator, another reaction channel. What is it? We don't know because y'all ain't showing it. All y'all showing is hate. demons, demonics, evilness, no love. No love whatsoever. As grown women. Grown women. And then my thing is, for the people who acting like this, how could anybody tell their children and grandchildren not to act a certain way? How could you tell somebody not to act a certain way when you are definitely acting more as a kindergarten than anybody? I don't get it. Maybe it's just me. I ain't perfect. Lord knows I'm not. But at some point, I'm surprised that these people is not embarrassed knowing that in people's houses when they turn on your channel. And I kind of see why people don't put their face up here. Because I know they got to be embarrassed. I know they have to be embarrassed. So I see why some people choose not to show their face. How they act, the things they say. They don't want their job seeing them acting a fool. So you can kind of see why people say, I ain't coming up here and show my face. I want to be behind the scene. I cuss him out behind the scene, but I ain't finna show my face cussing. I see why now. I see why. Because not only do I and other people think it looks stupid, I believe the majority of y'all know it looks stupid. Because in no way that people just going to get on these social media streets and say the same thing all day, every day, all day, the same thing. And people say, I'm gonna keep on talking about it because that's my money. That's where my money at. Y'all don't listen to her, because if we listen to her, we ain't gonna make no money. This where my money at. So you telling me that you can't do nothing positive? Well, I'm telling you, that's going to be a shame. But I'm telling you that when the Lord comes, yes, I'm saying the Lord. When the Lord come, when the Lord put you in a situation, let him know. People on this thing, on this social media, on these YouTube streets got warnings. Even got warnings. Even the people in their own group told them, chill, don't talk about this. But no, they got to hear me. They got to hear me roar. They got to hear me roar. And then, after they hear you roar, then they're going to hear you cry. Because this stuff ain't going to last for long, y'all. All this stuff is temporary. All this stuff that y'all seeing going on is temporary. And you're going to have to answer for these temporary actions and stuff that you're doing. People is so quick to be disobedient to God. People are so quick to be disobedient to God because they want to do wrong. Doing right is so hard, but doing so wrong is so evil. It's so easy. Let me say that again. Doing right is so hard, but doing wrong is so easy. And you see why the Bible says broad is the way leading to destruction. Narrow is the gate leading to everlasting life. Because doing the right thing is hard to do. Doing the right thing is so hard to do. And many people don't want to do that. So they want to live that life where, you know what, I ain't trying to do right because that's too hard. For me to live in my flesh, that's easy to live in the flesh because I can do what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do. I want to obey the Spirit. I know I shouldn't be doing this. I know I shouldn't be saying that, but you know what? I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid. Okay. But like I said, I'm going to put in my 2 cents. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Nobody don't have to listen. You don't got to listen. I'm just running my mouth. I'm just running my chops. You don't got to listen. But I guarantee you, one day you're going to wish you listen. You definitely don't have to listen. But one day, this video, people going to be like, ooh, Brown 10, a.k.a. Kathy, or Kathy, aka Brown 10, she said something about this. She said something about this, but you know, we didn't want to listen. Because y'all gonna get yourself caught up in a situation. You ain't gonna know how to get out of it. Because so many people kept saying, stop. Don't say nothing. Let it go. Find something else to talk about. So many people is getting themselves, digging a hole from themselves. Even some of the reaction channels who is not the main people but have something to say, the things that you're saying, you're going to, even though you say, but I'm just talking about that person, everything that you say is reaping and sowing. The things that come out your mouth, you're going to reap what you sow. And people need to understand that this is not a game what y'all doing in these YouTube streets. On this social media, it's not a game. God is not asleep while y'all doing this. He's not asleep. He's listening. People got to understand the law of attraction. People got to understand that. People don't understand how powerful the law of attraction is. Reaping and sowing. The boomerang effect. Your tongue is stronger than a two-edged sword. But nobody don't want to hear that though. Nobody don't want to hear that. But you know what? The only thing I can do is talk on it. Speak on it. I can't tell people what to do. People grown. They don't want to listen to nobody say. They grown. They think what's going on, they think this a game. They think this a game. Then soon, whoa. That's gonna be my next thing I do, y'all. Clean out this cabinet. And these people, whoa. I got so much stuff. Hold on, y'all. And as soon as stuff start happening in their life, soon as people start seeing karma coming, because karma is never late. Karma is never late. And soon as people start seeing the things that they said coming on back to them, they're going to start getting nervous. Because the stuff that y'all saying about people, it's not, y'all got to realize, it's not going to touch that person. Whatever going to happen to people, it's going to happen because it has something to do with occurrence. I can't think of the word, but when something happened just because something going to happen, that's what that is for. That is that about. It ain't going to happen because something that you said. You said. I said. God don't work like that. We ain't powerful than God. God loves all of his children. Of those who love him. I say that. God wishes for no one to be destroyed. No one. So when people get life mixed up, and when people just start talking and thinking that they can get away with certain things, you're not going to get. The best thing that I can tell these people to do in these YouTube, social media, Facebook streets is repent. Because, say for instance, somebody living their own life that's not right. Say for instance, somebody living their own life that's not right. Let God going to judge that person individually. It don't got nothing to do with the parent. It don't got nothing to do with a church. It don't got nothing to do with nobody. If one person living their life that's not right, and they ain't bothering nobody, God going to judge that person by himself. Nobody else is going to be involved if that person choosing to live a life that's not right. But when you involving yourself in causing problems, karma don't play. Karma is real. Karma is real. And I know people say, well, if I don't talk about this that's going on in these YouTube streets, I ain't going to be, my channel ain't going to grow. Listen, guys. Forget about your channels and your numbers. Think about the peace. Think about the peace. When people stop following me and unsubscribe to my channel, I didn't cry. I ain't get mad. This stuff temporary. I ain't get mad. I was like, well, dang. I was like, okay. And then it woke me up to how these YouTube streets go. It woke me up to how social media is. And so I said, okay, so this how it go. Okay, it is. Okay, it is what it is. When somebody tells somebody unsubscribe who they like real good and they follow it, okay, I see how they go. Okay, I get it. And I left it at that. I ain't say, okay, well, I'm finna start going in on people to get my numbers up. No. You know why? The money is good to have if somebody get it, but I got peace. I got peace. And some people probably say, well, I'm going to go off on them too, and I got peace. But guess what? If you got peace of how you act on these social media streets, you got to question your faith, your loyalty, your love for the man above. If you say I can cuss somebody out on these YouTube streets, Facebook, whatever, I can cuss them out, I can hit below the belt, and I'm still going to sleep good at night. Question your faith with the Lord. Question your love for the Lord. Because if you love the Lord and you have faith, you wouldn't be doing all that. You wouldn't be doing all that. God is a God of love. We wasn't put on this earth by another human being. So we shouldn't be living to please a human being to a point of disrespecting God. God put us on this earth for a purpose. And that purpose is to love one another. That is one of his greatest commands. To love one another. To love. If I was to see any of these women face to face, they wouldn't have nothing to say bad about me, and I wouldn't have nothing to say bad about them. And that just is what it is. I hate no one. I hate the spirit of a person, but hating someone, no, that's not who I am. Some people just got life so confused. People got life so confused. They really believe that the purpose they on this temporary earth is to get the highest degree. So you getting that degree for God, the best job. You getting that best job for yourself or for God. You got the best house. You getting that best house for God or yourself. And I ain't saying nobody, it's good. If I had a lot of money, I'd make sure I have the things I need. But my whole purpose on this earth is not to be a pleaser to my flesh. Our purpose is to be a pleasing to God in the spirit. But people nowadays is not living for the spirit. They living for the flesh to make their flesh feel good. What's going to make my flesh feel good? Sex, money, power, the luxury things of this world. That's the tangible things. The stuff that cannot go with you when God called you. And when God called you, you better be ready to answer. Because every knee, the Bible say this, every knee shall bow. Every knee gonna bow. Even an atheist. Whoever don't believe in God, guess what? God don't care that you're an atheist. God said, hey, you need to let me know. Are you for me or against me? So if you're atheist, thank you for letting me know. But I guarantee when you take your last breath, your knee will bow. Every knee shall bow. And yes, an atheist. A person who don't believe in God. A person who say, oh, I don't like God. I don't want to know God. I don't believe in God. I guarantee you, God don't say, I don't care. That's what you, if that's what you don't want to do, I gave you free will. And your free will is not to believe in me, not to love me. Okay, but guess what? When you take that last breath, your knee will bow. Because at the end of the day, when God blew some air in Adam's nostrils, that was God, Holy Spirit. So everyone who's alive today, we're alive because of what God did. He blew air into Adam's nostril. So when we take our last breath, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So when we take that last breath, we're going to answer to God. So your choice is going to be either heaven or hell. Heaven or hell. Heaven or hell. So what if these people say, oh, I'm an atheist? Guess what? Your knee going to bow when you take that last breath. Guarantee you that. And if that's not true, hey, I believe what the Bible says. And the Bible that I read say every knee shall bow. Even you, whoever is that atheist, your knee going to bow. So what would your flesh say? So what would the flesh say? But guarantee, when you take that last breath, all that stuff that you done said, all this disrespect that you done did to God, guarantee you're going to have to answer. You're going to have to. That's just what it is. And these people just sitting up here just thinking that, oh, I'm going to be on these YouTube streets making my money, saying what I want to say. God ain't listening. God ain't hearing what I'm saying. His ears is closed to everything that I'm saying in these YouTube. Yes, I said this about him. Yes, I said that about her. And what? Okay. Okay, keep on. Keep on. Yeah, you the baddest. You the baddest. Okay. But guess what? Everybody have their time. Everybody have their time. Reading the Bible so much. Reading a book called Hum by the Tongue. Certain things I do not let come out my mouth. Because you can sit there and talk about somebody's child. You can say that, and then it can be this generation or next generation. Something going to happen. Not because God wanted to, because it's the law of attraction. It's reaping what you sow. You put it out there, you're going to get what you put out there. It came out of your mouth. So the things, whatever. Let me tell y'all this. Just in case you didn't know. Just in case y'all didn't know, let me tell you this. Everything that came out your mouth is a seed that you planted. Everything that came out of your mouth is a seed that you planted. If you planted a seed in the wilderness and you didn't come back to that wilderness, say for instance you planted that apple seed in the wilderness and you came back 100 years later, that tree, that little old seed that you planted, like the little old words that came out your mouth that was negative, that little seed is going to harvest into a huge tree. Whatever seed it was, whether it was an apple tree, whether it was whatever kind of tree you name, it's going to grow up into that huge apple tree. So the little negative words that you're saying, the little evil words that you spit out, whatever it is that's not of God, it's going to harvest in your life because it came out of your mouth. Reaping and sowing. You think that what you reap, what you planted, what you said, that the other person going to harvest what you said? When something is reaping, it's reaping from that same seed. Your mouth is in your tongue. Wait, your tongue is in your mouth, in your body. So that's the seed. That word, you planted a seed. Just like if somebody tell their children all the time, you ain't never going to be nothing. You ain't never going to be nothing. You ain't never going to get nothing. You planted a seed in that kid's head that they're never going to be nothing. Everything they do, they're going to remember that seed. I'm never going to be nothing. My mom, my dad, they told me I'm never going to be nothing. That's a seed that you planted in that person's head. So if they don't make themselves hang around somebody else who going to tell them something positive, then they're going to believe and achieve what you told them. But by you telling them that, you're going to have to reap them words. You're going to have to reap it. So if there's any family, anybody who is telling their children, oh, you this, you're never going to be nothing. Oh, you just like your mama. Oh, you just like your daddy. Be careful. Be careful. Because you're going to end up saying something so harsh. If you don't repent, apologize to that person you said whatever you said it to, you're going to reap what you sow. Let me tell y'all something. Hold up real quick. Who know this? Y'all see what this is, right? I ain't going to show the face. And I ain't going to show the name. I ain't going to show the name. This is a young man. Young, I got this powder on my hand from these gloves, y'all. So excuse that. This powder on my hand is for the gloves. Let me wash it off. I went to his funeral Saturday. Okay, hold on. This young man was born March 22nd, 1989, and passed away March 16, 2023. We went to his funeral Saturday. It was so heartbreaking, y'all. And the reason I'm speaking about this because we don't know how long we got. We don't know how long we got on this earth. And if y'all just look at that date. Let me cover his name. Look at that, y'all. Look at that date, y'all. March 22nd, 1989 and March 16, 2023. Young got a 2-year-old daughter, baby mama with no baby daddy. The mom, let me tell y'all, to be at that funeral was so heartbreaking because what the mom had to go through. What the mom had to go through and what she was saying broke my heart, broke me to pieces because I have 3 children. And like they say, no parent should have to bury their child. And I'm saying all that just to say, we don't know how long we're going to be on this earth. This young man went to school with my 2 nieces. And we know I know his grandma and I know his mama. So we went to the funeral. But I was looking at him in that casket and I was like, dang, so young. So young. And we don't know. We don't know. You see that right here? That dash between when he was born. You see that dash? We got to get right. We got to get right between when we was born and when we leave. In that middle part where that dash at, we got to be kind. We got to be loving. We can't be hateful. Oh, I'm hateful because of what he made me do. I'm hateful because what she made me do. Okay. When your time comes and you take your last enough for God. Make sure the excuse why you being how you are is good enough for God. It's good enough. Anybody, people want money so bad on these YouTube streets, they'll do whatever. They'll do whatever. And it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense that it continue to go on. Instead of these people, everybody, me included, instead of us helping one another, people want to be crabs in a bucket. People don't want to see nobody come up. I mean, what's the purpose? What's the purpose? Do people know what their purpose is on this earth? Oh, to go to get the biggest whatever, to have the most money. So things that's tangible is the purpose that some of y'all on this in living. The reason some people on this world is living is because of tangible things, things that you can touch, taste, feel. Is that why? Is that y'all purpose? My purpose on this earth is to be kind and loving and see what I can do for others. But when people try to do something for others, they selfish. People don't want to do nothing for nobody. Everything come with the cost to help somebody. Everything come with a cost. With me, I go to Dollar Tree, y'all. And I'm going to get back doing it. I used to do it and I got to get back to it. I go to Dollar Tree. I get me some of them little bags. So the regular bags, I put toothpaste, a toothbrush, a washcloth, a bar of soap, shampoo, conditioner, a comb, our brush, and I think that's it. I put that in a bag. If I see a homeless person, I give that to them. I give it to them. I keep it in my car. Like I said, I have to do it again. I haven't did it in so long, you guys. I haven't did it in so long. I got to get back doing that. You got to be kind to people. People give food to the homeless. I gave hygiene products to the homeless. Because I remember in my younger days when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I used to catch a city bus to work because I didn't have a car. And we used to go downtown, get on the bus, transfer, whatever. And then homeless people get on that bus. And when I tell you they smell, it was horrific. It was horrifying. It was disgusting. It was sickening. And the windows, you can't open the windows. You had to bear that that snitch. And so I said, you know what? I know people giving food to the homeless. I'm finna give hygiene, because that stuck back on my head about how homeless people, that some of them really smell. So I said, okay, with this hygiene bag, they can go to a grocery store, go in the bathroom, go to a gas station, go in the bathroom, wash their hair with the shampoo and conditioner. They can get the rag, and I put the rag in a plastic Ziploc bag where they can put their rag and their soap in, and they can get clean and smell good, and still they might still be homeless, but at least when they go to a store or walk past people, they won't be stinky. So that's why I say everybody have a purpose. That's my purpose, to be kind to people, to help people, to love on people, to share what I have. What gifts do we have that we can help other people? Some people have gifts that they selfish with. People got a gift, but they so selfish. Oh, I don't want nobody else. I want to be the only one who making money. I don't want to help nobody. No. It's all about me, baby. When your blessings gonna come? When God hears stuff like that, He is not pleased. Y'all gotta understand. God is a good God. God is a good God. And when He hear people talk selfish, He gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna let you do you for a while. I'm gonna let you keep on doing you. But it's gonna be a time you're gonna need God to shut up. I can really go there, but sometimes you just have to know when to zip the lips. Sometimes you have to know when to zip the lips. Because let me tell y'all this. Be careful with how selfish you can be. Because 1 minute you can be up and the next minute you can be down. Let me tell you the reason I say that. It's a girl. And if I can go on Facebook, I'll show y'all her picture. It's a girl on Facebook who I went to school with. Had this, had that. People, so many people who knew her. Within snap of a dime, she went from being healthy to having a stroke. Her whole life changed to where she needed help. And now she's doing it by herself, but still got a handicap. Because one of her sides of the body don't move like the other side of her body. So she is handicapped, but still doing it herself. You never know when you're going to need help. So just because you up now, you never know when you're going to be down. Stop burning your bridges with people. Anybody who's out there, who's hearing me, stop burning your bridges. Stop telling people, oh, I ain't going to help you. Okay. You're going to have to bite your tongue sometimes. Because the things that you say what you ain't going to do, you better show enough pray that nothing never happened to you. You better show enough pray that God forbid something happened. Anybody, let me just say it like this. Who knows, can raise your hand or put in the comments of somebody who was up 1 minute and down the next one. Meaning, up, living life to the fullest, and boom, in a hospital. Boom, at home, bed bound. Got sick all of a sudden and couldn't help themselves. So, when you, God forbid, is anybody get in that predicament? If anybody get in that predicament, God going to make you remember the things that you said. That's what reaping and sow is. Remembering the things that you said. You're going to be like, dang, man, I remember those. I told these people that I ain't going to help them. Now look at me. I need help. So how am I going to tell those people who I said I ain't going to help me? How you going to tell somebody when you get down physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that I need your help? No, you remember 10 years, 5 years ago that you said you don't want to help nobody? God going to make you remember the things that you told people. The mean things that you said to people, God going to bring that back to your memory because something going to happen where you're going to reap what you sowed. And some people got to realize the sin, what it's called? The sin of a father. I think the sin of the father. I think it's sin of the father. Something like that. Sometimes when we say things, it may not affect us. When we say some negative things, it may not affect us, but it can affect our children or our children's children. Let me tell y'all, as women, as men, as a people, as God's children, when God say read his Bible, his word in the undertone day and night, you may not do it every night, but at least pick it up sometime so you can see God's promises. You can see what God's telling us. The Bible is full of lessons. It's full of laws. It's full of whatever it is that we're going through. It helps us. Because if you don't know God's word, you can't fight the devil. You can't fight the enemy. You can't rebuke this. You can't rebuke that. When people say something, you hear what somebody say that's negative, quickly say, I rebuke that comment in the name of Jesus. Always put the name of Jesus in that. If somebody say something that's so cruel, so evil, so demonic, so wicked, so nasty, quickly say, if you hear it, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. And it's, I hate to say I promise this, but the Bible don't lie. The Bible said you will reap what you sow. If you planted that negative seed, it's going to happen in your surroundings because it came out of your mouth. That seed that you planted, it came out of your mouth, and then you're going to reap it. You're going to reap it. And people got to understand that. The Bible don't lie. The Bible don't say you may reap what you sow. If somebody show me that scripture where it say you may reap what you sow, the Bible say you will, W-I-L-L, you will reap what you sow. And so that's why I be sitting by, and people probably like, dang, Kathy, Kathy channel used to be popping. Kathy, a year ago, Kathy channel used to be here. But when she said something, said this, and people didn't like it, and people said unsubscribe to Brown 10, and then people did what the followers did, and they unsubscribed. You think I care? Do you think I care? Because the people who unsubscribe, they probably needed to. Because I'm always going to be for the Lord. I'm always going to be for right. Because the things that these people do and the things that I do, I'm not perfect. These people on these YouTube streets is not perfect either. But I ain't finna make it worse by going in and calling them names. I'm going to pray for them. I'm going to continue to ask for change. But I'm telling y'all, at the end of the day, as women, what's your purpose? What's your purpose? What's your purpose? Do you have a purpose? I know everybody got a job. I got two. My car paid for, thank you, Jesus. I'm living. Listen to me, I'm gonna show y'all how perfect I am not. I'm so not perfect that I'm talking my smack and still drinking on my rum and coke. I'm not perfect. I'm full of wisdom, full of discernment. I know people right now in these YouTube streets, some people don't like me for whatever reason. I can't worry about it because that's not my problem. I pray for them. Some people don't like me on these YouTube streets for no reason. Some people just don't like you just because. Some people, just how I never did anything to people in these YouTube streets, guess what? They obeyed somebody when they say unsubscribe to Brown 10. I done heard so many people saying unsubscribe from this person, this man, this lady, this man, this one. Don't y'all know? And guess what? The people who followed that person unsubscribe. I'm like, and like I said, it's just not my page. I heard it so much, and I looked at those people number, and I seen their number drop, and I said, these grown women, men, actually unsubscribed to a person's channel because somebody told them to. Me, if somebody told me to unsubscribe to somebody, I wouldn't ask them why. I'm like, I'm grown. I like listening to that person. I'm not finna unsubscribe to that person for you. I don't have to tell them. I just wouldn't unsubscribe. But some people unsubscribe to me, to that person, to that man, from that man, unsubscribe from that lady to that lady, as though these people are their gods. And believe it or not, you guys, some people in these YouTube streets are gods to people. If I'm lying, I'm blind. Some of these reaction channels and the people who watch them, they fans or whoever, are these people gods. They do what they say. And me being cut Brown 10 Johnson out of it. Me being Kathy, I ain't finna let damn grown man, woman tell me what to do. That ain't gonna happen in real life. Not just on these YouTube streets. If somebody right here came in my face, any of these reaction channels came right now in my face and said for me to do something, we're going to have a problem. For one, you definitely ain't going to tell me what to do. Being my grown age, or you think what? Let me tell y'all something. On these YouTube streets, whoever you like, I don't care if these two people is beefing. I don't care if they going back and forth and beefing. If you like that person for whatever reason you like that person, and if this person you like that person too, and they are beefing, that is their beef. You don't have to unsubscribe to that person because this person told you to. You don't have to unsubscribe from that person because this person told you to. Who are they? You might like both of the people. You might like listening to both of them. That is not your beef. That is their beef. So why do you have to unsubscribe to somebody because you are told to? What they do that at? What is seriously? What they do that at? Where grown folks, probably younger than me, some probably older than me. Say for instance, you watching at least 5 people on these YouTube, Facebook streets. These 5 people is beefing, but it's something by him, her, him, she, him, them. Something about each one that you like. Now, one of these people tell you unsubscribe because I don't like them. Well, okay, it's okay for you. Okay, it's okay for you not to like them. Okay, y'all gotta like them, but what do you not liking them got to do with me? But people don't think that way. People like to be controlled. And nobody control me. The only person, or the only thing and only spirits that's going to control me is God. I listen to my mama. I listen to my husband. But you're not going to control me. I'm going to listen to your advice. But I'm going to have my opinion as well. So when I hear these grown person, people, oh God, tell these people who they never met. That's why I kind of biked off social media. When I tell y'all, when I biked off for me. I biked off. Because I know what's going on in these YouTube streets. I know that people in these YouTube streets, in this world so crazy, y'all, this world, YouTube is so crazy. And some of these people are so crazy, they only want a certain amount of people. I'm not in it. I done bite myself away from it. I done bite myself away from the majority of the foolishness. You know, everybody know, I already know Brown 10, she ain't on no side. Brown 10, she do what she do. Brown 10, she come on when she want to. You know, Brown 10 ain't finna be getting all that drama. Brown 10 ain't finna cuss nobody out, because at the end of the day, why cuss somebody out? Because at the end of the day, like I said, if I had a beef with somebody, I'd like, you know what, I ain't finna be talking to y'all. Come on, let's go on to this guns down, hands up. That's how we'll solve this problem. Let's go in this rain with guns down, hands up, and then we can do what we do. I'm not arguing with nobody in these YouTube streets. I don't do that. That's not what I do. That's not what nobody on here should do. Go to guns down. Google that, y'all. Go to you when y'all get off of here. When y'all get off of here, Google guns down, hands up. Because people talk too much. People talk too much. People talk too much. And it's like, we need to see y'all on TV. We need to go and sit down and watch what y'all doing, because y'all talk too much. These people talk too much. And nobody can really see what these people are about, because they talk too much. Put on them gloves. Put on gloves and y'all belling it out and end it. End the drama. Because y'all going to see. Let me tell y'all. So just in case y'all don't know what y'all finna look at tonight. Let me tell y'all what y'all finna look at tonight. Y'all finna look at the same people talk. The same people talking about this person's house. How their house look. What they drive. What they can and can't afford. clowning them. What else? What else? What people going to say so different? What people going to say different that we don't already know? What people going to tell me this, y'all? What people put in my comments? What people going to say different about a person who they are already been talking about? What's it? What people going to say different? We have so much more to give each other than hatred. We have so much to give to each other besides hatred. But drama sells. I done told y'all, look at all my videos. Look at the videos. I done said this so many times. I done said this so many times. What I say, I don't get what I say from other people. I say what I say from myself, from things that come in my head. I don't look at another channel and say, oh, I'm finna bite what they saying and say the thing. That's why I don't pick on people. Y'all don't hear me picking on these reaction channels. Y'all don't hear me. And some people, I don't even see because they have that little circle and whatever. They have that little circle and you don't see their face. So, you know, I don't even talk bad about them. Why? I don't. Teach his own, but you know, this is my channel. So I'm going to speak on the things that's on my dome. I'm going to speak on things that's on my dome. So I had to come and say what I had to say because it's like in real life, it's like a kindergarten class. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not being funny. I'm keeping it real. It's like kindergarten. I'm not being funny. It's like kindergarten. It's like kindergarten. So I said what I said. I'm supposed to be doing my dishes while I'm talking, but guess what? I'm gonna put them jokers in this dishwasher and put this little thing in it, and that's how I'm doing my dishes. That's what that's gonna be. So I'm gonna read some of y'all comments and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm trying to see where I left off at. Damn, I can't see. Let me see where I can turn around and see. Okay, I can see a little bit better that way. Okay. Why left off? Okay. Why left? Okay, Cheryl Rose said, good evening, everybody. Divine. I believe that 100% God has warned me that he's not pleased with me being in these YouTube streets. I know that's right. You know, and then the thing is, sometimes if like I don't be in the YouTube streets all the time, but if I am and I do my channel, I'm gonna speak on positive. I'm just going to speak on change because some people need to hear this word. You know, some people don't want to hear the word, but I'm going to say what I have to say. You know, I'm going to say what I have to say. You know, I know just because I don't go off on people, cuss nobody out. Hey, my purpose on these YouTube streets may not mean to do all that. Mine is just probably tell people, hey, chill. You know, you got more to offer. You beautiful. You don't have to do all that. Divine say, good evening, Cheryl. Sylvia Palmer said, but they cuss while talking about God. Say, man, just pray. Just the only thing you can do is pray. That's why I say I think these people think that God's sleeping while they're on these YouTube streets. I think they think God's asleep. Cheryl say they have to answer for it all. They do, and that's like they don't understand. So I said, you know what? I'm coming on. I don't care if some people don't listen. At least the things that I say, eventually, when never know, a year from now, 3 months from now, a day from now, the things that I say, they might be like, you know what? She is right. So that's why I come on here and say what I have to say. They saying what I have to say. Well, guess what? I'm gonna say what I have to say. Cheryl Rose said, what happened to love thy neighbor? Child, please. Huh? Not in this YouTube streets. Love thy who? Child, please. Divine Time said, tell it. I love the blue heart. Thank you. Appreciate that. Melody, hello, Brown Time. 10, how can I get in contact with you? Well, I have my other phone. I can give you that phone number. Where that phone at? Yeah, I have my other phone. Hold on. See, this the phone that I'm gonna give you is not going to be my that's my anything phone, but I definitely can't give my main phone number to nobody. That'll be cuckoo. Hold on. Ooh-cha, ooh-cha, ooh-cha. Dang. Well, I'm gonna have to find that other phone. So I don't know the number by heart. Lois Jones say hello, Kathy in chat. Hello, hello. Divine Time say hey, Lois. Sue Blackhouse say hello, Kathy and everybody. Divine Time say I was happy. Divine Time, I love the blue hearts, baby girl, baby. Divine Time says share your live. Please, y'all, share the live because people need to hear this. Angela Young say hello, everyone, and Kathy. Amen, Kathy. Say that. Divine say hello, Angela. Divine said everybody. Divine Time say it's dangerous, very dangerous. Legend of Oz say hello, Browntown. Hello, Legend. How are you? Legend of Oz said facts, Miss Brown. Divine said truth. Hey, new reaction, Akima. How you doing? Legend of Oz said shaking my head. Tangela Sears says, you're right. My uncle died last week. So unexpected. And he was happy. Yeah, it happened just like that. You got to get your life right. Because people don't understand. I don't care if people don't know about God. God is something that God gives everybody an opportunity to know him. I don't care if it's something on TV. I don't care if it's something that somebody says. If somebody says something about God and you don't acknowledge it and you ignore it, that was your opportunity, because God gives everybody that free will. And if you ignore what that of trying to get to know God, you're going to have to answer. The Bible say that every knee shall bow, and people need to read that Bible and know that is in there. Every opportunity we get. Like I say, it can be something on CTN, the Christian TV network. It can be that somebody done came to you on the city bus. Somebody done came to you at work and they start talking about God and you ignored it. Never went to church in your life, but you ignored that opportunity to get to God. That is your choice. And people think, I don't got to get to know God. Okay, you don't got to get to know him. But once you hear that God is going to give everybody that opportunity. Somehow, some way, even if it's one time, even if it's twice, even if it's more, you're going to have that opportunity to know God. Once you make that choice and say, man, I don't got time for God, man. I ain't fit to go to church. I ain't fit to read no Bible. I ain't fit to acknowledge God. I ain't going to believe in God. Once you make that choice, when you take your last breath, you made your choice. You made your choice. And God is not going to give people, I know children, we ain't talking about the babies who died, and we ain't talking about them. We talking about people who come to know, old enough to come to have a knowledge of God, and they choose not to know him. That's what I'm talking about. So if people choose not to come to know God, when you take that last breath, well, I don't know what to tell you. Divine Time say condolence, Tangela. That I'm very sorry to hear that. That is very sad. I hate death. I know we all got to do it, go through it, but I hate it when my family, my grandma, my daddy, my sister, who is the one on my daddy's side. Hold on. Who is it? Yeah. Why you said it like that? You scared me.
So I'm gonna eat the cabbage.
Okay, well you can eat mine then. Okay, what else? Let me read some more of the comments. I'm gonna have to go, y'all. Okay, Marlene said hello. Hello, Janice. My A1 from day one. Hello, Kathy. Lois Jones said, Kathy, I really love the way you run your channel. Nothing but positivity in this. Thank you. Hey, y'all see Quincy?
Hey, everybody.
Melinda Davis said, okay. And Melinda Davis said, one thing that I can say about you, you are, let me see what that's, oh, Quince, how to get that yellow thing down so I can see it? Quinn,
Yes.
how to get that yellow thing off so I can see this comment?
Just gotta scroll down.
Okay, there you go. One thing about, oh, it won't. One thing about, okay, one thing that I can say about you, you are honest, a real woman of God, and that is so beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm going to be coming back on regular, y'all. I'm going to be coming back on, but I'm not going to always be talking about this sector, and because I love talking about God. And if y'all love it too, then I would definitely pull up something, a topic about, the Lord, you know, but I want my channel to be based on that because y'all see, sometimes I like to sip, so my channel can't be based on just all about, you know, it's always going to be love in my heart for the Lord, but my channel is not going to be based on everything about the Lord because sometimes I like to sip.
Because, you know why?
Why?
We are half reactions.
Yeah.
Reaction channel.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
we talk
right.
about it, but we're a reaction channel.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So, y'all, with that being said, I'm going to be coming on more. I promise you guys, but I'm getting ready to eat. I'm getting ready to give me a little sippity sip, and I will be seeing y'all soon. So, peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. Mwah.